Hi everybody, Bob with Knivestown here. I'd like to do a review for you today on a small knife made by Buck. It is the Buck 55. This is the little brother of the Buck 110, that famous folding knife introduced back in 1964 that took the knife world by storm and introduced the lockback design as well as the showing that a folding knife could do just as well as the fixed blade knife in hunting chores. But this is the smaller version of that knife. It's the same design and the same scaled down proportionally, but still the same design and so forth of the Buck 110. It ships in the Buck box that proclaims themselves the measure of a knife since 1902. They've been making knives for over 100 years. Hoyt Buck was the founder, and he started making knives back then, and they can, Buck has made an indelible imprint in the knife world, so they can say things like that. The knife, this particular model is made in the USA, so that's good to see, and it is the 55 model. Let's open it up. Comes with some literature right there, and the knife. There we go. Let's take a close-up look at that. Like I say, it's just the same as the 110 in most respects, and that includes the brass, the use of brass throughout. It's a very attractive, very good-looking design. It's a very traditional design. It's a brass-framed knife. You can see those bolsters there, brass, and the liners are brass, and you can see that's brass all throughout there. It does have the clip point blade that is the same as the larger model 110. That does open with a nail nick here. So there you go. That's what it looks like. That is a lockback design, meaning that this is pushed down back here, which releases the blade, and it may then be closed. It's a small knife. It's not a large hunting knife. It's just a small pocket knife. It could be classified as a gentleman's knife. That would just slip easily inside pocket or purse. It's just a very good personal knife. Just a very good using personal little knife. The technical specs on this are 2 3/8 inch blade, and that's made from the Buck 420 HC. That's high carbon steel. That HC is the high carbon. And with the heat treatment that Buck gives that 420, it does make for a very good steel. Those of you that are familiar with the Buck knives, they can get absolutely a razor sharp edge on them, and this little guy is no exception. Ooh, yeah, it's sharp. That's a good steel, a good general use steel to use. Especially for a knife like this. That's just going to be for the types of cutting chores that you would use a knife like this for. That's an excellent choice of steel. It's not, you wouldn't call this a tactical knife, and it's not really even a hunting knife, because of its size. It's a little too small, but it would be just a pocket knife that would take care of your general duty small pocket knife chores. The liners, let's get a close-up here so we can look at the scales. The scales are an attractive wood here, and I wish I could had more information about them. Buck calls it natural grain wood. It's a natural wood, probably because they use different woods at different times on different runs, maybe. But the general consensus is that that's birch wood. I've seen it called ironwood. I would doubt if it's ironwood, but it is an attractive wood, and you can see that it's got it's got a sheen on it there. You know, it's got a polish on it, so it's attractive, and then you can see the pins. The pins are holding it in nicely. There's the back of it. There's the brass liners. You can get a better view of them there. You can see the grain there, so to speak, on the blade. It's a clip point, just like his big brother. There's the Buck imprint. It's a fine little knife. It really is. It's a fine little knife. This knife does come with what Buck calls their forever warranty, which essentially is a lifetime warranty. The knife is warranted for its lifetime, for your lifetime. As long as the knife is owned, it's under warranty against defects from workmanship or materials. You know, it's the weight of the knife is 2.2 ounces, so it's a very light knife. It's got a good handle on it. It's got that curve to it, so it does kind of fall naturally into the drop of your hand. You know, it's a good, easily used, easily maneuvered knife. You know, this would make a good starter knife for a young person. It'd be an excellent gift. You know, it's just a really nice, attractive, good using knife all around. Closes up easily. It is a two-handed knife. This is not a one-handed knife by any means. It's just a traditional, old-style, nice little using knife. Buck quality. It's got a classy look to it. I like it. All right, well, thanks for watching. I'll see you again.